Good morning and welcome to the webinar. Today's topic is increasing revenue with ancillary products, added protection for your clients, added revenue for your agency. You know the drill. If you have a question throughout the presentation, type in the question box. We'll get to them as we go and at the end during the Q&A. Here's my information. If you don't have it already, jot down my phone number, my email address. My colleague, Eric's on the line, and he also works in the same role as I do. There's his information, his phone number, email address. Sandy Weber is our licensing guru. All the ins and outs of licensing. You can shoot an email to her and give her a call. Choices and commissions. And again, I can help you on all things individual. Here's my information again. Autopilot is a compensation-based client referral program that offers the services of a licensed representative to quote, enroll, support, and provide year-round service to your clients that may fall out of your business scope, but never off your radar. Under this program, you can focus on growing your business with the assurance that your clients will continue to receive their benefits of your market experience and continued superior service and support. Our talented team will take care of your clients' health insurance needs for individual and family, employee benefits, or Medicare solutions. Activate Autopilot today. Click on the link, and you'll find that in the Cornerstone website. Cornerstone is pleased to announce a new partnership with Sherpa. This innovative healthcare technology is the country's largest ACA agent enrollment platform. With Sherpa's faster and easier alternative to healthcare.gov, you'll have the leading edge technology you need to maximize your marketplace experience. Sherpa is also the only agent platform approved by CMS to offer EDE, and that means Enhanced Direct Enrollment. You can check it out on the website as well. There's the link. Cornerstone's incentive program will be back in 2021 with all new prizes. Qualifiers have the chance to win up to $5,000 in a travel voucher for a weekend getaway to a destination of their choice. Brokers qualify by earning points for new to Cornerstone Group and individual medical and ancillary sales. A minimum of 2,000 points to be eligible for a cash reward and a chance to win the bonus weekend getaway. The top 20 qualifiers earn cash. Brokers must register online in order to participate. There's the link. And the point earning period is from January 1st, 2020 through December 31st of 2020. And now on to today's topic. What are individual ancillary health insurance products? In a nutshell, it's these 6 items here. Vision, dental, accident, critical illness, hospitalization, and cancer. The top 2 kind of fit in their own unique category. We'll touch those first, and then we'll discuss the latter 4. Before that, I want to just pose the question, why sell ancillary in the first place? Adding ancillary means adding revenue to your base medical comp, your base medical plan compensation. So here is a illustration of what the base compensation is for your major individual ACA carriers. So this is on an ACA plan sold during OEP with annualized revenue to the agent. So on the lower end, you have Anthem, 168, and then it kind of runs the whole gamut all the way up to Ambetter, which is the most generous, at 960. And this is for a family of 4. Okay, this is what commission will be paid on an annual basis, assuming the client pays throughout the year. This would be the commission for a family of 4. So this is just an illustration, okay? And then Same family of four, we add a fixed indemnity product to it. So sample commission for a family of four for a fixed indemnity product, $9.45. And I drew this up using one of our carriers. And as a result, you see how this adds to the bottom line. Okay, all the way up to nearly $2,000 in some cases. Okay, I think this should be an 8. This should be 1835, not 1635. So, and better is by far the most generous. So make that 1935. Adding ancillary helps retention. Client retention increases by 10 to 15% if 2 supplemental products are added to the health plan. This is from the consultant firm Oliver Wyman in 2017. So that's a really important fact to remember. I minimized one of these screens. So. Okay. Adding ancillary means more referrals. Satisfied customers will want to share their experience with friends and family. So an ancillary product is something that is, not altogether known by the buying public out there, although thousands upon thousands are sold annually. So your unique experience and the client's unique experience with an ancillary product and how it pays cash direct to the client or how it fulfills a need, by and large, results in a very positive experience that they'll want to share with friends and family. Selling ancillary is super easy. With today's consumer-friendly enrollment platforms, all you do is add to cart and check out. What I mean by that is there's so many different platforms out there that enable you to sell the base medical plan and then add an ancillary, be it a dental plan or even a hospital indemnity plan, a cancer plan, something like that on top of that. So one that comes to mind is NXS Cloud, which many of you use already, and we've helped client brokers with that. Health Sherpa, who we're promoting very heavily here at our agency, they will be adding something like this in the near future. I know that's on their to-do list. So selling ancillary is nothing more than going through the process and introducing it to your client. It's not all that difficult. Okay, now that we established the need to sell those products, let's dive into just what they are. Again, there's 2 distinct categories. Let's start with the first category, dental and vision. Many agents say that half their clients will add dental by merely offering it. I get that a lot. Dental is super easy, and the same with vision. And it's pretty vanilla, as the term goes. So essentially, it's offered in a standardized format. Claims are paid with a schedule of benefits. Usually there's a network limitation. So there is a network of dentists or optometrists that you need to adhere to. The costs range from $20 to $50 per month in the case of dental. And just another aspect of dental, they range in coverage from preventative to minor restorative to major restorative. They're not going to cover orthodontics. You may find a few dental products out there that go as far as covering implants, something like that. But it's really, by and large, the individual dental product is pretty basic, addressing the needs of preventative. Okay, and that's it. Vision, by the same token, is very straightforward. An eye exam and frames and lenses. And there's several carriers that we have that offer both dental and vision, and I can certainly share those details with you. And this is, like I said, a very easy sale. About half the clients who are offered it will take it. And now on to something I really want to focus on today, and that's supplemental products, the other four that we mentioned. So accident, critical illness, hospitalization, and cancer. These are the type of supplemental products that are offered. And, they virtually every individual insurance carrier has some kind of supplemental vehicle out there. I know United Health One, National General, Anthem, and more are offering these supplemental benefits in a different channel and a different platform than their major med or their short-term plans. And we can discuss that at further length on an individual call. So, but just what are these? So individual medical insurance has some shortfalls. So this is why clients need these. One shortfall with major medical is the deductible and out-of-pocket maximums are too high. So we all know the circumstance with Obamacare. The lowest deductibles are around $4,000. So that immediately creates a huge shortfall, a huge need for the client. In addition to that, the copays can really add up. Generally, a copay is around $50. More often than not, it's $100 or $250, particularly if it's a specialist. And we all know about surprise billing. Okay, so this is just a very difficult aspect of today's insurance market. If you're not adhering strictly to the network, you may encounter surprise billing. You can go in for a surgery, and 5 out of the 6 providers you see for a surgery are in network, but lo and behold, the one lab or the one diagnostic is out of network, and you end up getting a huge bill for that. And you are indeed taken aback by that. So supplemental products address that need. And then, of course, there's the unexpected costs associated with illness. Think about transportation. How are you getting to and from the hospital? Lodging for visiting relatives, and the costs associated with being off work. I want to share this stat with you. This comes from Lori Connish from CNBC. So CNBC television last year. 2/3 of people who file for bankruptcy cite medical issues as a key contributor to the financial downfall. What most people don't realize is that their health insurance may not be enough to protect them. Okay, that's something we can share with all of our clients. Another thing to remember is family history can be compelling. So the family history of critical illness will create a heightened awareness. And I'm not just stating the obvious here. We all know something that has transpired in our family's history that may or may not make us predisposed to heart attack, stroke, or cancer. Okay, so when anybody is buying health insurance, this is on the forefront. So this is why it's so important that we offer these additional products to use their mind. And just how do we sell a supplemental product? I think about the win-win approach. Very simple. Okay, so this is just all in the course of selling your ACA product. You can introduce this concept. We start with a typical Obamacare plan, okay? And this is for an individual. And most popular Obamacare plans, ACA plan, another term for that, is the silver. Generally in Ohio, that ranges from $6,000 to $7,000. Deductible 0% plan, and just I went out there and looked at the sample premium in this area, southwestern Ohio, and it's $411. I think this is for a 45-year-old. By the same token, a typical premium for the same carrier with an increased deductible of $81.50 is $333. So if we move the client, if we look at a bronze plan instead of a silver plan, they say it's $78 in premiums and increase the deductible by $800. What we propose to use the portion of the savings to buy supplemental products. And looking at a sample of rates for critical illness and accident for that age group, it was $68. So with the money we've saved, we're enabling them to buy a critical illness and accident plan to help round out their insurance needs. How does this work? So the critical illness plan will pay a lump sum of $10,000 upon the diagnosis of cancer, heart attack, stroke, or a number of other critical conditions. And this is a very typical critical illness plan. And we have examples that I can show you individually through the different carriers. And by the same token, the accident plan will pay a lump sum hospital confinement benefit of $2,500. They'll also pay $250 per accident for an emergency room or urgent care treatment, $250 for a major diagnostic exam, $50 for follow-up treatment, and $50 for follow-up physical therapy treatment. The benefits for all of these are tax-free. And together, the premiums on these two products total $68. So we can couple these with the bronze plan and still save the client $10 on the silver plan alone. As you can tell, it's a win for the client and a win for the agent. The client has enhanced coverage for the client, premium savings, and tax benefits. So they can use these plans as they see fit without being taxed. That's true for any medical. These are medical products. So they're not taxed. They're medical products. It's not disability. It's a medical program. And a win for the client. As I mentioned earlier, it's enhanced revenue, it's enhanced retention, and increased referrals. Okay, and this is going to round things out. Let's look at the actual revenue potential for your agency. So when we add dental, an agent can make an extra $567 in annualized commission. Okay, this is your typical family of four, like I started at the beginning. So there's $567. And then we add just one critical illness plan into the mix. Family of four again. That commission, $945 on an annual basis. Okay. And again, this isn't costing the client all that much. Easy sale. But you earn additional $1,500 in additional comp just for that one client. Think on that. Ripple through your entire block of business if you just add this to one or two clients every week. So why sell supplemental benefits? It keeps your client whole. It enables them to stay focused on the recovery. You have greater control. They have greater control of their well-being. They won't need to rely on others. And these are tax-free benefits they can use as they see fit. Short and quick, that was today's presentation. And I want to get your thoughts on that. Enhancing revenue by adding protection. Let's go to the questions and see anything great. Okay, a couple of great questions here. Any good ideas on marketing right now? Okay, and this is a very general topic because so much has gone on in the past couple of weeks as far as what's transpired. And as always, I really, really love social marketing. Please check out our Cornerstone series on marketing. Build Your Brand. It's on our website. There's a bunch of videos and slideshows that you can go through. A lot of great resources. Geoff Larkin puts this on every couple weeks. And one of the major focuses of Build Your Brand is social media, namely marketing through Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, things like that. And why I mention that, this enables you to target markets, okay, as opposed to just blasting something out, let's say on a billboard, or just doing blanket phone calls and things like that. Social media enables you to drill down to certain segments of the market, and you can look at folks, at families, at folks that are nearing retirement, and folks that are, primarily we're looking at a lot of independent contractors as agents as our prime target. So social media enables you to filter down into some great prospects. And then other topics on the marketing side, well, it doesn't hurt to mention, the current situation that we're in, and this has raised everybody's awareness about insurance needs, period. So we should not only be looking to help folks out with their supplemental needs, but we also really need to focus again on just basic insurance products, ACA products, and how folks can use a special enrollment. Okay. And I hope that answers your question. So just want to circle back onto the presentation. The case study that I did was just for one person. Okay, just to keep the numbers very simple, but by and large, the revenue potential, think in terms of families and adding additional products for each member of the family. So just to answer your question. Okay. And then exactly, just to follow up on that, adding a dental that was with a family. That was a family dental. Okay. I hope the sound came back. And we're going to wrap up here in just a few minutes. Certainly, if you have any more questions, just put them in the chat box. And if you have things to add, if things will work for you, and you can add to the mix, please let us know, and we can share it and have a discussion about it. In your opinion, what is the best value protection? And this is pursuant to carriers. So all of our carriers are A-rated. They all do a great job. As far as the supplemental products, my two main, bell cows for this, I guess, would be National General and United Health and IHC. These dovetail really nicely with their short term. And as I mentioned earlier, it's super easy to sell with these platforms, particularly short-term platforms, because they introduced it, they almost front-loaded with these products in the quoting aspect. And like I mentioned, other carriers, you probably have seen these, and I don't necessarily market all of them, but there's folks out there like National General, and then on the senior market there's some, and there's always that one with the duck. I think it's a mallard duck, I'm not sure. That company also sells a lot of these products, who I don't. But you're aware of these products, and the other thing to point out is your competition is certainly introducing these products too. And again, these enhance your retention. So just helping you round out with your client's needs. You don't want to learn when it's too late that your client was offered something that they were unaware of. So be sure just to at least offer it. The hospital plan, okay. Again, this was just a sample critical illness plan. I do not recall if I used the example from NatGen or UHC. And I can certainly show you those different plans from UHC. UHC goes by UH1, Okay, so we want to make a clear distinction. The individual market is called UH1, and it's also known as Golden Rule, and they're rolling out products all the time. They've got a more comprehensive kind of a bundled product called Health Protector that involves a lot of things, not just critical illness, but hospitalization and more. So, and another question is, someone 63 on Medicare, disability, anything that would cover someone like that? Well, sure. You know, these products don't necessarily limit somebody who's on disability. This would be a good option for many of them. And, you know, like so many things, there is underwriting involved with it. So that's something that, you know, we would have to adhere to. But by all means, it's something that needs to be offered. So I hope I've answered all your questions. And there's been a recording of this presentation, and I am so grateful for everybody joining me for this short presentation today. And there's going to be more of these ongoing programs through the individual corner about every 2 weeks. And just looking ahead, on the 22nd, we are going to be showcasing the folks at Anaheim IHC, and this dovetails really well into their presentation because this is going to be a focus of their presentation, IHC. Okay. By all means, if you have any questions throughout the day, give me or Eric a call, shoot me an email, and we are very grateful for you joining us today. And that concludes the presentation. Thank you.